Relax.
Well, we have to put down at least 40–50%.
In my mind, wealth is a choice, and it requires three things. First, you really have to have a plan. And the reason I'm saying this, not only in the 80s, I got into real estate. I could buy all the real estate I want back then. People were just giving it away. What I didn't have was enough of cash flow to cover those houses. I bought apartments, houses, land, you name it. I just couldn't believe it. They were giving it to me. But came to a point I'm saying, look, I got so many thousands of dollars a month in negative cash flow. And the real estate, yeah, I'm doing transaction, I'm making money, but here's how I'm making money. This particular example I gave you on the house. I sold the house, traded it for a bunch of houses for the gentleman, solved his problem. And guess what my commissions was? A house. Didn't even have, there was no cash. He said, look, here's your commission. So, okay, I can have a house, but then where's my cash flow? I need to pay my bills, I need to live. So I said, well, I need to do something more. And what I did, I created a business that gives me cash flow. And I was so successful, I built the second one, I built the third one, and all this cash flow went into real estate and into notes. And you can build a money machine, really. But let's go back here. To me, you have to have a plan. You have to have a vision. What am I doing? These guys are coming to you and giving you a package. It's a 3, 4, 5 houses, whatever they are, and a $50,000 pool. Well, actually, you're in a great position that you have the cash to even get in the game. $50,000 in a game that you can buy wholesale at distressed prices, that's really unheard of at my time. Needing a plan, Roger has provided you with one. So not only he gave you the opportunity to buy it, he said, look, here's step 1, 2, 3, all the way through. And in a minute, I'm going to share with you why this is so powerful. But let's take it to the next level. The second thing you really need to have is the discipline. If you have a plan, but you don't have the discipline, that plan is not going to come through. You're telling him, here's my money, you ask him all kinds of questions. He has the plan. I'm buying these houses, I'm selling them for you, I'm creating equity, I'm giving you cash flow. But you don't have the discipline to stay the course. And I heard a lot of questions while I'm sitting here, and I'd like to address them, including some of the questions saying, well, can I buy one house? And the reason he's asking, and I can read between the lines, that he may not have the 50,000. He likes the idea, but he doesn't have the 50. And I want to show you guys how you can do it, even though Roger and the team said no.
How'd you like that one? Told you had the answer.
And the last thing, really, even today, with all the sophistication, when I look at certain deals, there's risk. And you have to learn to become successful. You really need to do your homework. But you have to take action. You have to control that fear. But how do I control my fear? It's through one thing. I have a plan, and I have the discipline. You have to trust in your plan. If the plan is false, it's not going to work. But if the plan is good, the whole thing comes together. Make sense?
Yeah. The opposite of fear is what?
Faith.
Right. Confidence, faith, right? And remember I said that money is idea backed by confidence. And what is confidence? Confidence is again trusting your own decisions. See how it's coming back?
Yeah.
You start noticing it, that what I shared with you, clarity is power. You're very clear. Every time in your life you've been confident if you've trusted your own decision. So this is the big D. Number two, the big D. And then you've got to, and it's part of being human. You wake up someday and say, you know what, I'm scared. And you go home and say, what did I invest in? All those fears come back. But that's when you have to control your fear. And controlling your fear is trusting your own decision. Because no, I've looked at it, enough people, intelligent people, are investing in this. So we have passed the scrutiny of not just you. And my philosophy also is that I'll never ask you to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. So I am putting money where my mouth is, buying the same Detroit property that I'm selling you. That I'm not saying, hey, here's the toxic property, and I'm going to cherry pick. No, we don't get to cherry pick our own list.
Let me quickly share with you that what I consider to be the 3 stages of real estate investing. And any one of you could be in any particular stage of his life, but those could change as well. The first one is the stage of accumulation. When I started in real estate, I didn't have anything, so I wanted to buy my first property. So I figured out a way to do it, and then I have another opportunity, I have to figure out a way to buy the second one, and so forth. That's accumulation. So when you guys are young, especially when I see some faces that are really young, you guys are considering on this opportunity at a young age, wow. The next stage is what I consider equity buildup. Now, the way things are done, you buy a piece of real estate, and if you really look at closely, most people out there buy them at retail prices. So they're buying at retail prices, signing their life away to a bank, where the bank can take everything from you, not just the property. There's liability in the middle. And you have to work so hard, slave, get a tenant, fix it up, clean it up, and wait and hope and pray for inflation that's going to give you equity buildup into that real estate before you can even benefit from it. So we're talking years. Anybody bought real estate in California? Did you buy with equity, or did you have to really work at it to have equity? You have to wait. Time. And the third stage, what I consider, is retirement. Now, some of you guys in the business that they're active, you see the client that will tell you, I'll carry a note, I'll sell you my real estate, give me so much down, I'll carry the paper. Why are they doing that? Several reasons, but one, they're tired of the real estate, and now they want to receive income. Let you do the slaving. They want to become the bank. There's another reason why they do that. When they sell that piece of real estate and receive cash, the government put their hand in their pockets to take a big chunk of it. When they receive income, and they become the bank, and I really show you the numbers, you'll be amazed at the difference in net outcome that these people will be receiving by the end of the transaction. And many of these smart investors, they end up creating a legacy and putting all these income into trust for their kids and grandkids and so forth. So I just want to wake you up a little bit, because I keep pinching myself. I walk around in the 80s. I came to California. I went to college. I have my master's in engineering, so the numbers mean a lot to me. And I go see a piece of desert, and in 3, 4, 6 months, I see beautiful houses, green. I just couldn't believe it. When you guys drive around, just take everything for granted. I drive around, I look everywhere. It's just my nature, because I'm not used to this. It's still now I'm not used to it. I'm in the game. And I've seen this Orange County and all the areas around us, Riverside. Who wants to go to the boonies? Look, go see it today. Berea, my goodness, there was a mall up there. Berea, who wants to go there? Can you touch anything up there? So, let's go on. With Roger's program, you are skipping, and this is powerful, guys. You are skipping the first 2 stages of this game, and you're going straight into the 3rd stage. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to buy. You don't have to build equity. It's there. Hello? You're going right into retirement, right into income. And you became the bank. Now again, we are at different stages depending on our career, what we're doing, how much money we have. And I'd like to touch on those things. Some of us here in this room, they have good income, they're still active, they're working, and they want to build something for the future. What I consider growth. It's for their retirement. Others are looking for income. I got some money, I'd like to invest it, I want some cash flow. And then I have the other portion of you that would like to generate profit because they want more income, they're not making enough, or they'd like to make a little bit more, so they become flippers, wholesalers, or whatnot. Now, let's go back to that $50,000 pool. Now, if in this pool it consists of 3 houses in my example, could be 4, but the number will change a little bit, but it's the same concept. That tells me my average cost per house is about 16,000 bucks. Are you with me? And I'm selling it. No, I'm not. They're selling it for 34,000, which is practically doubling that cash that we have. Here's what I want to show you. Just a little recap what we've done earlier. 34,000 bucks and the PBE, that's the present value, because a slave out there wants your house, and he signed a note for 12%. And he's paying you 400 bucks a month. Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, good. Good, that gives me more freedom. So I got 12% note, and it's paying me 400 bucks a month. If I calculate over the course of time, I'm going to receive $73,000 on this note. Perfect. I heard you guys saying, well, I put all my money in, I'm a little antsy, and I want to do more, but how do I do more? So here's what we created for you guys. This is some of the examples that I'd like to share with you. Let's suppose you have that 34,000 bucks and you got another deal. Now that you've already invested the 50,000, guess what? You can buy 1 house. Correct? You don't have to buy 3 or 4 and put up another 50,000 bucks. So we created a program for you saying, look, as a lender, we're gonna give you, or we're gonna buy 3 years of your payments on this note. Here's a 36. With me on that? The 408 bucks a month. And I'm going to give you $9,000 for that cash flow. Now, did I give you cash?
Are you with me so far?
No.
All right. So what we're doing is that we have created a note for you, $34,000 for 180 months, that if you were to stay in the entire loan, it would be $73,450. But let's say you have $34,000 and you invest the whole, you don't have any more money to invest. Now you're saying, hey, listen, could you buy a house for less than $10,000 if it was 1 house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, I don't have that 10,000. Where will I find the 10,000? So this is called selling partial. So you have a note right now that gives you every month payment for 180 payments, right? 20 years. Out of that 180 payments, this is what you, if you've never heard this, there are people who will buy, not the whole note, but okay, you have every month, you have a payment coming for 180 months. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the first 36 payments, which is 3 years, which is 12 through 36. The first 3 years of payment I'm going to buy from you, and I'm going to give you $9,000 for that payment. After the 36th payment, who gets the 37th payment?
You do.
And who gets the 38th? All the way up to what?
180.
180. So you needed, it's great, 73,000 I'm going to receive, but I got to wait for 15 years. But I need, if I get another house today, that's going to give me more money.
Yeah.
Can I take that 9,000, buy a house, and create a note for 20,000 or 25,000? So we are giving you, we can buy $9,000 of note, worth of note from you based on the ROI that we're looking for. Or the investors that we're going to find who's going to buy that partial payment, partial note from you.